This is TomoNews for Monday, May 14th. It couldn't have been handled another way? A Nigerian woman is suing United Airlines after she claims she and her family were unjustly kicked off a flight in 2016. Queen Obioma and her kids were flying from Lagos, Nigeria to Ontario when they encountered trouble on the Houston to San Francisco leg of their trip. Obioma, who was in business class while the kids were in economy, found a white man in her seat. He refused to move despite repeated requests, so she sat in his spot. The man got up as soon as she sat down, allegedly beelining straight for the captain to complain about Obioma's pungent smell. When she came back from the bathroom, the man blocked her from getting to her seat. She eventually managed to squeeze past him, only to have an attendant ask her to step outside. He told her she was being booted off because the white passenger couldn't stomach her ode de Nigeria. She explained she was traveling with her children and they had important school appointments, only to have her kids escorted off the plane too. The family waited 5 more hours before the next flight, which meant missed appointments and more money down the drain. While United is actually allowed to throw out allegedly smelly passengers, Obioma is crying racial discrimination, claiming she was singled out and punished because of her black skin. Something definitely smells foul. We're just not sure if it's United, Obioma, the white man, or all three. What do you think? All this for a prom? A caged tiger that was part of a South Florida high school's jungle-themed prom is drawing criticism from the public. To make prom a memorable night for their students, Christopher Columbus High School held it Friday night at the DoubleTree Hotel at Miami International Airport with the exotic theme, Welcome to the Jungle. Oh, this is exciting, huh? A tiger in a cage. But is that something we should be excited about? The bizarre introduction left a sister of one of the students in complete disbelief. In her Facebook post, she alleges the spectacle was animal cruelty and abusive. She also believes it is the faculty's fault for arranging this sort of entertainment. She posted 3 questions in her post. 1. Did this tiger ask to attend prom? 2. Why didn't anyone open the cage and see what would happen to these brave and courageous fire performers? And 3. Why does CCHS allow such animal cruelty? According to the school, the prom also featured several themed decorations and animals, including a lemur, 2 macaws, an African fennec fox, and a tiger. The school defended its decision by explaining the wildlife was overseen the entire time by a Florida licensed facility, and they also released a statement to ABC defending their arrangement. PETA, meanwhile, released a statement saying, "Wild animals aren't prom decorations. Displaying a tiger in a tiny cage and allowing students to handle lemurs is cruel to the animals and dangerous for the students, and it sends a harmful message that living beings are props to be used for human amusement." Whoa. New Zealand scientists claim a monster wave created by a deep low-pressure system is the largest ever recorded in the southern hemisphere. According to the Meteorological Service of New Zealand, a solitary buoy measured a 78-foot wave in the Southern Ocean off Campbell Island on the night of May 9th. The massive wave is roughly the same height as a 7-story building, and just a bit taller than 5 double-decker buses stacked on top of each other. It beat out the previous record holder, a 72-foot swell recorded in Tasmania in 2012. The wave formed during a storm in which the significant wave height, or the average of the top third of waves measured from crest to trough, reached over 48 feet. Though a record for the Southern Ocean, larger wave heights have been identified in the Northern Hemisphere. Scientists say it's possible the storm generated even bigger waves that weren't recorded by the buoy, which operates for only 20 minutes every 3 hours. Loco for crypto? This is your week. Blockchain Week in the Big Apple is in full swing as financial bigwigs, tech whizzes, and experts come together to talk shop. No doubt the biggest among the dozens of events is Consensus in Midtown, a 3-day bonanza hosted by CoinDesk. The event features an impressive roster of speakers which include top Twitter head Jack Dorsey, St. Louis Federal Reserve Bank President James Bullard, and FedEx CEO Frederick Smith. Rapper Snoop Dogg will also be making an appearance, headlining the Ripple after party at a secret location in the Meatpacking District. Snoop may be the celeb at Blockchain Week, but he's not the only famous entertainer who's into them coins. A number of celebs have started endorsing crypto startups. There is Paris Hilton for a Lydian coin, Jamie Foxx for Robinhood, and even Steven Seagal for Bitcoin 2 Gen before authorities crack down on it. Over 4,000 people are expected to show up for Consensus, a big step up from last year's 2,700 attendees. But with each ticket currently priced between $1,499 and $2,999, it's going to take a heck of a lot of commitment and maybe even temporary homelessness to get in.